Hello everyone, let's try some more Nova Drift. Again, if you've seen any of the other videos, you know how this goes. You start out as a basic ship, you collect experience orbs, and hopefully get some good upgrades along the way. Railgun Blade Dart. Let's try Dart. I haven't used it in a while. A dart deals 50% of their damage as blast damage to nearby targets when they hit, and then does 1% burn damage per dart lodged into a target. So it's sort of a poison kind of attack. Should we go with Amp? Let's try Amp. Play with things I don't normally play with, just to get an experience for them. You see, darts are pretty good against smaller enemies. Without mods, though, they tend to suffer more against larger targets, I've found. You see, it does a little blast damage, and it does a little damage over time with more stuck into it. So sometimes for bosses, you want a higher rate of fire. Helps also if you can aim. Oh, Corsair. I could try Carrier. Carrier is a very interesting option. Carrier has a slower rate of fire, sure, but a lot of times you're relying on the swarms to attack. Now your swarms will both heal your shield when it's damaged and apply vulnerability when it attacks a target. So with that vulnerability plus the burn damage, I could have a lot of negative modifiers on my opponents. Let's try that. Do I want burst double tap? No, let's try something else. An ally? Maybe. Homing. Let's try homing. I'm a bad enough shot, I could use a little homing. That will also help me a bit with crowd control, since I'll get those smaller side darts. And you see I produce little spawn that go around attacking enemies. They apply vulnerability to them, and when my shield takes damage, some of them will come back and help recharge my shield a little faster. Yep, stay still, you. Trying to stay alive long enough to get my shields back up. Yeah, like I said, this design weapons do not do well against tougher targets early on. Did not even make it past that one. Well, that didn't work out well at all, did it? Let's see. Shall we try that one again? Level up. Yeah, let's go back for a dart. I didn't give you a good showing. Just let that last one bounce into me. It's fine. Wing an attack on one side of the screen, then just hopping over to the other side of the screen. do it again. Do have to watch out those mines, though. Alright, come on back to me. Well, that was a good shot. Alright, shield-wise, let's take Reflect. This bounces enemy projectiles back towards them, and it does a 900% damage bonus to the reflected projectile. Yeah. Back again, Carrier. Let's go with faster assembly speed. And when they explode, they do damaging shockwaves. That should help out. And finally, a little bit of homing to make up for my bad aim. Thank you, Comets. I swear, they call Comets environmental hazard, but I think 8 times out of 10, they help me far more than they hurt me. Could just... Sure, let's banish them. I banished all those mods for a decrease in side and some extra rerolls. In some ways, the decrease in side might actually be bad because it makes my reflective shields less effective, but on the other hand, it makes it harder for me to be hit. So, it's an up and down. Positives and negatives. Oh, there's my favorite Orbs of Discord. I do enjoy these, especially when you have weapons that have trouble with crowd control or that you don't want to use right away. Orbs of Discord are a very happy little accident to have. Let's go with better projectiles. Do I want rate of fire increase? Sure. Help with the damage over time effect of them. And I'll probably take some damage rate of fire, some trade-offs for decreased rate of fire for more damage, so. Again, Comet's helping me out. And again, I'm taking damage increases over rate of fire because it is hard to get away from the advantages a lot of them cause. Unfortunately, Reflect does not work well against beam weapons. And by well, I mean at all. They just go right through you. I don't know if... Is this something you want a charge shot with? It couldn't... Maybe. Let's give it a try. I do like the splintering effect from it. I must say, I do like that. Just take that one to the face. Alright, that worked out fairly well. All things considered. Whoops. I'm gonna get killed by being bounced into the enemy. As I says, I have a great deal of trouble not taking wild mod revelations. It is hard for me to turn down. Payload, sure, why not? Do I want burst fire though? I don't know that I do. Let's take a galvanic outburst instead. Try to get too fancy with that shot. Usually does not work out. Poor little ships do not stand up well against that. Guess I should get back in here. Oh, took care of the last one already. Okay. Now it's just a matter of wearing it down. Took you long enough. Some people are so rude not dying according to your schedule. Ouch. As you can tell, the little swarm ships you can build sometimes are very good for intercepting enemy fire. Come on, big one. There we go. I was hoping that'd be enough for our 5th upgrade. Let's see here. More galvanic outburst or just velocity and damage? I think the velocity and damage would be more useful for me. Skirmish? Maybe? I do like the extra damage just from the initial hits. Like this one. And a super mastery. And a snipering. Well, I just became a lot more powerful as long as I actually survived long enough to use it. Well, back again, are we? Now this one might be more challenging. Unless you get the angle right, you can't get the penetrative damage. And my little swarm bots are nowhere near strong enough by themselves to handle a lot of those. Increase my damage over time. I think it's time we get a better shield cooldown. I could use that. I'm getting far too many enemies and just randomly running into mines because, why not? Good shot. It's my warning shot. Let's see. Better shield durability. Better shield effect radius. Could give me slightly better return shots from my shield, but I don't know how useful that will be, but I'll take the extra shield no matter what. That much will be helpful. Trying to put on as much damage over time as possible. I must say that splintering effect is working a lot better than I thought it would. I was not expecting it to be that useful. Well, the galvanic outburst helped a little bit there. Alright, you finally died. What next? Don't know if I want to take the shield cooldown. Go with offense, I guess. I don't want to give the constructs my shield and remove it from myself. That would probably not work out well at all. Improve my damage over time, maybe? Let's try it and see. Come back. Well, that worked out better than it had any right to. Alright, got another one. These are annoying. Those and mines are one of the real big reasons you want to take plated armor. Alright, let's get some upgrades. More shields, and when they break, do damage to nearby enemies. Speaking of taking armor, that's armor. Excuse me, sir, you are blocking me from my supply ship. Again, trying to just put a lot of spikes into it to do a lot of damage over time. Ouch. Very happy for that increased shield cooldown right about now. Almost enough for an upgrade. There we go. Rebuke, so after I take damage, I can deal damage back to the enemy. Calibrate. I guess, since I already have charge effect, a lot of times I'm just trying to do as much rate of fire as possible to do that damage over time effect. but when I'm doing things like this, screen wrapping and not firing at the enemy, I can charge it up. Get a little extra damage. Again, those splintering effects are very, very handy for this one. Orbs putting in some work there as well. Almost enough for an upgrade. Let's see what we got here. Burnout reactors. Faster assembly speed for non-shield constructs. Faster movement, but they take 8 hull damage. I can't take that one. If I take that one, my small swarm ships will kill themselves almost immediately. This is better. Targets equal to or less than 12% of max hull are destroyed by weapons hit or crash damage, and a greater rate of fire. That sounds like more of my alley. Should have moved away. Ah, well. Still, I think that was a good way of looking at exactly how the splintering effect works with those, and sort of the advantages and disadvantages of the damage over time sort of stacking. Not entirely happy with that one, but it was interesting to experiment a bit. Anyway, thank you all for coming by.